I swear I've seen you before, holding your shoes in your hands, running out that door. And you are nothing, but you say you wanna dance. And you're worrying, oh, you'll end up in the wrong hands. I'm lacking sincerity, but you don't care at all. And this booze, this cigarette's trying to take me home. Falling in love just a million times, breaking it off with the feeling on ice still. She's as cold as December.
These days move slow, and you smell like smoke. I know there are worse things than being alone.
'Cause these days move slow, and I need some smoke. I know there are worse things than being alone.
But I'm far from home, and you seem so close. But my heart's still sore, and I know you're just feeling alone.
'Cause I'm far from home, and you feel so close. And my heart's still sore, and with you I don't feel so alone.
You're tripping over every move I make tonight. So fall for me, and I'll catch you, baby. 'Cause these nights move fast, and I hope this lasts. We can let time pass, but you know that I'm gone and I can't look back.
I guess that means we're supposed to start now, doesn't it? Resize. Dun, 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 dun. So, we're gonna close that one. Tonight, we're gonna save this workspace. Yes, code. Gonna open this one. Actually, I'm just gonna close that, and then I'm gonna go Chromium. Uh, 10.10.20.1/CCM admin. This is unsafe. Cisco PSDT. Then I guess first things first. checkout dash B add trans patterns. There we go. So we're gonna start a new file. We're gonna call it get translation pattern. We're gonna copy that. We're gonna paste. No, not paste that. We're gonna go function advanced. Paste that there. And then we're going to get our standard parameter block. Hello, Adilio. How are you this fine evening? This is going to be translation pattern. Server's still going to be there. Credential's still going to be there. And this is basically going to be waiting for Amazon delivery, guys. It's like 7 o'clock. Oh, I guess you're not in the boonies, so you can actually get deliveries at whenever. I'm pretty good. Would have been better if I didn't start work at 5:30 this morning, but what can you do, right? Oh, I know what you can do to solve that. It's quite simple. See, I take this and turn it into what I can fix. Work. You're working? But it's like 6:45. Jeez. I thought I was bad. Phone name by D. No. So this is gonna be invoke PSCUCM. It's gonna be like that. Entity. Get trans pattern. Oh, so I did some digging today. I think it was .org. And it's like a terrible site. This whole package is terrible. Like Smart Bear, like I had always heard they did good stuff, but then I stumbled on this. No. Oh, there we go. What the? No. Oh. chmod plus x. It's a .sh file that's like binary or something stupid. We'll see how it likes that I didn't run it with sudo. No, I just marked it as executable and ran it. I tried to cat the output, which is what this is. Or not cat the output, but cat the file. Oh. Well, that's good. Close that. Okay, go it that way. We'll just go like that. Whatever. I don't need it right now. So, we'll come back here. And then the parameters are and then we also have a route partition name that is also mandatory. Well, that is how I launched it, was with /. But I'll try it again later. Like, invoke PSCUCM axle. Let me go like this. There we go, mute. Till the morning. Oops. Just gonna sit here whistling innocently. Just gonna go like that. So it's at invoke CUCM. That's actually go like that. No, I can take nothing off. So I'm going to go IPMO PS Why did it just... Oh, keep alive, maybe? Oh, that's not gonna work.
Daddy, would you put the Google account, the Knox Family Google account into the phone?
For what? For what?
To watch YouTube.
You can't just watch YouTube.
Wouldn't let me unless you put your Google password.
I tell ya. Have kids, they said. It'll be fun, they said. I don't know what's causing disk I/O, but whatever. There we go. And then of course she's gone, so whatever. Okay. So what I forgot to do is go into the PSD1 and export the module. I'm gonna have to like turn that into like line breaks and stuff so that it's a little bit easier to read. So, do we have any translation patterns? Of course not. Seven ones, they're going to be in global. Cult party. Doesn't actually have to translate to anything important. It just needs to translate to global learned E164 numbers. .10.20.1 administrator. There we go. A.trans pattern. Ta-da. So there's the called transformation mask. Okay, so I've got that running. So let's try this again. There we go. It didn't. I think it didn't like that. It was the other one was full screen, so it didn't really have anything to draw. I don't think I need Hermes or tutorials. I just need SOAP UI. I don't really care if you create a desktop icon. I don't have a desktop though. So we go to plugins. No, I don't want to help you with anything. Okay, we're gonna full screen this. There we go. Download the Axle Toolkit. Let's get that. Expand archive. So, one thing I learned today, I'll show you what I don't like about SOAP UI after I do this. So project name, CUCM. Download, wait, what was that? Okay. So we're going to Axle Toolkit, Schema, 11.5, Axle API. So, what I discovered is if we go to show the interface viewer here, one of the things we can do we can set this we can set a username and we can set a password. So taking bets on if I save this, how the password is saved. I mean, I think I've probably given that away, but still. If you have any guesses, feel free to throw them out there. Look at that. Alt-9. So, let's see. If we go like this, global E164. Oh, global learned E164 numbers. So dial plan name, route filter name, new pattern, new route partition. So if we go like this, do you mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay, so now if we go here, I bet you Agilio's gone. So, cult party transformation mask is that. We're going to change this to B. This is after we've updated it. B.trans pattern 8345. So that means that that's the update. Perfect. See what the problem is.
What happened? House do you think you're in?
Sorry?
What happened? House do you think you're
I
in?
don't know why.
Because
What do you...
give you a test
I love you. Let's talk tomorrow then. Okay.
and give us this storage card.
Bring me your tablet before you go to bed.
Do you have some more?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Stop.
Yep. You can fill it with water and put it in the fridge if you want. So, we got lots of optionals.
Oh, what?
Nothing. Hi. Be right back.
Take it from me, I've learned my lesson. She gave everything, she was such a blessing. But from day to day, she would change her ways. Give me her love, then she'd take it away, take it away, take it away. Just like the Reaper, thought she was the one for me, turned out she was a sleeper. Sleeping on me, in this game of love, I was too blind to see, it'll never be enough. So good is never good enough for her. She won't stay for long while she's bringing you down, but she'll suck you right in with what she's doing. You'll want her somehow in her final bow. She's like an elevator, elevator. She'll take you up and bring it down, down, down. She's like an elevator, elevator. She'll take you up and bring it down, down. Just like an elevator.
There we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do. You're back. What'd you miss? Oh, so I was showing you, but apparently you weren't there. So if we go to let me close it. If really you jumped down there? Yeah. So if we go here and we open up the definition. So something I learned today when I was running this at work. Luckily, it's in Java, so I didn't have to like install it. I just had to download it and run a batch file, and yeah, because we have Java, because yay, enterprise software. So anyways, if we go in here, we have service endpoints. If we go to the service endpoints, this was CUCM server, just in all caps. So I changed that. I was also able to put in a username and a password, so I don't have to do it for every single request I work on. Now, I can apparently save all projects. That's a really poor interface. I've been exploring the Axle API before. It's just so the trick to get SOAP UI working for me was to not have the terminal full screen. I think it didn't like that because then it didn't actually draw anything. It was just became a white box. So we're just gonna save this because the fun part. So here's the XML we just saved. So in here, username is administrator. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, there we go. Oh, look. There's the password. In plain text. Which for this use case here, I don't really care. Like if you wanted to find out what that password is, you can just go find it. But if I'm working on the one at like production one at work, our password's not going to be all lowercase. It's not going to, yeah. So kind of what I want to do is, because it's open source, what I want to do is world-class open source. Oh my.
Have you ever felt crushed by the weight of the planet? If you have, let me tell you that Hans Moment understands it. You've got to get up, you've got to put on your tie, lace up your orthopedic shoes and look up at the sky and say, hey,
Is there any way to hide the password?
keep that moment PMA. You can break out of that rut. When you're stuck in the snow, when you're starting to turn purple, just remember Hans Moment when the wolves start to circle. Moment, Hans Moment. You can't keep Hans Moment down.
So, yeah. Yeah. That's really all I have to say about that. Okay. So this is get. Route partition name is not actually mandatory. So they're not wrong in that you need permissions. So no one other than my user can get to that file. But anything that is running as my user, such as VS Code and Chrome and Firefox and Discord and OBS and Xterm and PowerShell, they all have those same permissions, so they can get to it. All you need is one exploit in through the browser, and you can pull the entire home directory, basically. So you can get all those passwords because you are that user. Now, on a server, like, it's a little different, and I get that your secrets have to be stored, they have to be viewable in plain text eventually. But at rest, they should not be plain text. It's the 21st century. We're in the third millennium.
I never was one for forgiveness. I always try to pull my weight. They say the other side is greener.
No, I have work to do. I'm not ranting. It's not rants with Corbob tonight.
Yet all I do is bluff and cheat. Better save my thoughts for later. Life is always better.
F2. Set.
This world a million times before. Until they path I cross the road lies a storm. Even though I know my heart is on repeat.
Really?
Life is always
I'm wondering if Thomas realizes what he said in Discord there. Or am I the only one who took it to that place? I'm probably the only one who took it to that place. But in my defense, he's the one who said it. Should complain to his employer or something. What screenshot? I don't see any screenshots. What's... Oh. Oh, that's what screenshots. Yeah. You're the one who got about UTC being wrong. So now if I go like that, nope. Oh my goodness. Like, so on Windows it's Alt-Shift-F to format. Here it's Control-Shift-I. Like, on Windows, if I do if I do Alt Shift, I would be copying, making copies, not selecting. That's Alt Control on Windows. Alt Control here does nothing. Alt at least moves like it does on Windows. But if I want to duplicate, it's Control Shift Alt and then arrow key. Why is it so inconsistent? Like, my keyboard didn't change. This is the exact same keyboard that I used under Windows. WTF? Want to format? Okay, so close that and send that over there. Because then we got to decide which ones we actually want. So route partition name, dial plan, new pattern, description. New route partition, called party transformation. There is. Actually, I'm just going to start with called party transformation number. Oh, transformation mask. So we'll just do those ones. Hey Bougie, how are you this evening? And Adilio, to answer your question about invoke splat, there is, but there isn't. DBA tools. Is it .com? No. .org? No. Net? Nope. It's probably .io. Nice. I'm doing pretty good. I'm working more on my interacting with the Cisco phone server. Partly because this morning I won't say I was woken up at 5 a.m. because I wasn't woken up. I was already awake, but I got a call at 5 a.m. That a portion of our phone system broke. And of course I didn't have my work laptop here. I can't VPN in. So I had to team viewer to someone else's desktop to do some work while I'm on the phone with them. And so now I'm building out the tooling so that I can take what I built here and tomorrow mash it all together to make a break in case of Cisco script is basically what it's going to be. They're going to be able to give it. I'm going to be able to give it to the service desk, and they'll be able to just run it, and it will do all the stuff I did manually this morning. so that in so that it kind of works out. Like, so if this happens again, they don't need to call me, because technically they're not supposed to call me. I'm not. My position isn't on call. And to be fair, our phone system is apparently 8x5 support, which doesn't make sense. So, well, I'm on Linux. There's no VPN client per se. There is ways to do it with the firewall we have, but our networking team hasn't enabled that. As well, if you're not on a domain computer and you VPN in, and only certain groups are actually able to VPN off of, like, from off-domain computers, and those that can, the only thing that I'm able to do if I VPN off of my personal Windows computer, the only thing I'm able to do is RDP to a computer, which would have been fine. I could have RDP to my laptop, but I just reinstalled with Linux, and I didn't really feel like going and hunting down one of the Windows laptops, and it was easier for me to just install TeamViewer, because that was like I think it was a deb package that I downloaded, and then just app install it. So this is what I was going to look at, because Adilio mentioned it. TeamViewer does. So, there we go. So, what we're going to do is we're going to install module. I don't know what module I'm installing yet. Editor services command suite. Don't save that. We're going to save that one. You're going to hit F5. Ta-da. So now I have invoke splat. Well, the roughly equivalent invoke splat. So like if I did get child item path. Whoops. Wasn't the one. There we go. At least Alt-Shift-S. Oh, right. That's because it's the extension that provides. Is it the extension that provides that? Yeah, it is. Yeah. So the extension provides it consistent. It's VS Code that's not consistent between operating systems. So now I can convert to Splat, and ta-da. It doesn't help when I want to just create, like, build the Splat as I'm building out the whole, like, the function. Like, what I've been doing is just doing a Splat to begin with. But one thing, the benefit of the script has is that it works nicely with the IntelliSense works nicely with it. Because like when I was here, like I get IntelliSense. You were the one that asked if there was a convert to Splat. Here, have a link. Don't forget to do the install. Install module on it. So, this one is update. Is update a verb? Update is a verb, isn't it? Yeah, that's not really what we're doing though. Because I was noticing that a lot of the Axel commands match in their verb noun type way of doing it, just without the hyphen. But they don't always match what the verb is versus what PowerShell thinks it should be. Oh my goodness. Serenity now. I don't know if you can hear the screaming going on. But if you can't hear the screaming, trust me, they're screaming. So that becomes update trans pattern. A house full of love. So that's actually going to go like that. And then if null is not equal to root partition name, invoke Axel dot parameter parameters dot partition equals that. Called party transformation mask. So then what we're gonna do is somewhere we're gonna import the new module, and we're going to get so before get the translation pattern Cisco PSDT. No. Okay. You know what? Cred equals get credential. go. And then we're going to say action equals set translation pattern. I'm not exporting the translation pattern yet. PSD1. Yes, I am. Oops. Okay, so that's the before. Set translation pattern. Translation pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Global learned E164 numbers. Got 1. I don't have control. So what do we got there? We just got text back. That's good. Oh. Well, that means that before interesting. Set dot nope. There we go. So if we go administrator oops, no, Windows key. So now if we go translation pattern here, there we go. So what I'll be able to do with these two functions alone tomorrow is write a script that will save me the 20 minutes it took me to go through them this morning. Because there were 6 of them I had to go and update. There we go. Nope, that wasn't the one. That one. So, what we need to do is comment-based help. Hello, monkey. I don't know. Where would it be set to go?
Anywhere.
Wherever you want them to go. Set translation pattern. Set translation pattern shrug. Is that the longer one? To set. Pattern to set. Row partition that the translation pattern is a part of. I don't know. Transformation mask. See, the thing is, like, the people that I envision wanting to use this module will understand all these things about CUCM. Like, you don't enter CUCM as I'm gonna automate it from day one. You need to kind of understand how the system works and what parts interact with the other parts. So like you would already know that what the called party transformation mask is. You would know that the translation pattern takes your pattern up here. As I point at the screen, I like doing that where I point at the screen and you can't tell what I'm pointing at. But if I go like this, just a second, I gotta put the mouse on the right screen. So if we go like this. So if you're a CUCM administrator, you already know that the translation pattern, this puppy right here, when it is called, it goes, or first when you dial that number, it has to match. It has to be in a route partition name that your calling search space allows you to call to. Then once you're able to call to it, it takes your translation pattern and it applies a called party transformation mask. Well, this is easier than just me pointing at the screen and no one knowing where I'm pointing at. Easier. So like I feel like.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, monkey.
Dad, your robot's
Do you have my BB-8?
Yes.
I understand the point of. I'm gonna put this back because. But like I get the point of doing like the help.
Can you clear out space?
You want to show off my BB-8?
Yes.
Just a second. I apparently need to show off the BB-8 that I got for Christmas a couple years ago.
And he can move his direction. This is the controller.
Yeah.
Controller. I don't get how the pictures over there and
The camera's right here.
the cameras are there. I don't get how the picture is.
So it uses a. This is one of the infrared one. Does my kid know PowerShell? Do you know what PowerShell is?
No, but I like your robot.
No, but you like my robot? Okay. Just a second, let's turn him off.
Turn him on.
Did he turn off?
Did he?
Uh-oh.
Did he?
Did the batteries die?
Yeah, we need.
I mean, it's been several years with the same batteries, so.
Yeah, you haven't
Okay.
been using it much.
You gonna hop down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go see
Here.
if it still works.
Okay. Actually, bring him here, quick.
Okay, check the battery.
Just half a second, guys.
Just half a sec.
Where did
screwdriver?
Yeah, they're over there. Can you grab me?
Screwdriver.
So really, it's just a weighted, like, two-wheeled thing.
Which screwdriver?
The big one.
This
The
one?
big one's not there. I just used it when I put the PC together.
And now,
Okay, the yellow one.
I think that I shall never see. My cataracts are blinding me.
Yeah.
Screwy.
Oh man. I'll figure out what I did with the actual screwdriver.
And I'm gonna show you all a little trick right after I come back.
Hans Molman is his name, aka Ralph
I'm
Millie.
getting
He's a
something.
cool player. Artie Zipp was mad jealous when he babies his first, plus he's only 31. Ricky ruined his life. It's such a sad story.
Where's the remote?
I put it right on behind you.
Okay.
Behind you, Daddy.
Thank you. Oh. Oh, are you gonna come sing?
Yeah. I put my hands up in the air tonight. Say weather, oh falsetto. It's actually bubbles, guys. It's not an actual microphone. It's orange bubbles.
Oh, you're too cute.
You can pretend to sing. And you can storage stuff. Do 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 do. He has 3 kids. That's where the sound comes from.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Talent runs in the family. Yes. Yes, it does.
I put my hands up in the air tonight.
Clearly, she gets it from me.
This was now I told you once. Now I told you twice. Now I'm gonna blow it up like it's dynamite. I think I've sang enough with my magical bubble. I put my hands up from the air to
There we go.
His head.
We put him to sleep.
Wait, it's a bit here.
Yeah, you're not gonna take him? Okay. Oh, but now I gotta turn him off again. Or not. Written up. Oh. Okay. So getting back to here. The main reason I'm actually doing this documentation is that the pipeline that Fred helped me put together will not pass if I don't have help for it. So really, and in fact, the nice thing is well, like that's the thing. Like I'm saying, if you're using this module, there is a very, very, very good chance that you already understand what the various parameters are, because you're gonna have an understanding of the phone system. I'm gonna get a lock for that door. Or just, you know, don't start streaming until 8:30. When they go to bed at 8:30, so it's all Adilio's fault that I've been starting at like 6:30. 6:30 is when I started. See, I could probably just get away with just doing the snippet to expand the help and just leave it at that, but we'll leave that for now. But I don't know if that actually copied. Did not, because I moved the mouse off and it lost focus. Well, clearly it's your fault. Get translation pattern get to get there we go. So now I don't want that one. That one's too small. I think I want that one. Repos. Didn't I? PSU star. Oh, blah. Okay. I don't have PSCUCM yet. Case sensitivity. It'll bite ya. See, because the thing is, if I go in here and go to tests, and then just run pester, we're gonna yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. Oh, right, but the encoding is always a thing. See, so the fun part is that I don't think what I want to do is go here, go bring that to here, send that one over there, that one can go there. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but Robot PSCUCM. And then push get commit add translation pattern stuffs. I always have the best commit messages, I think. Git push set upstream origin add trans patterns. Because then if I refresh this, compare and pull requests, we'll full screen that again. No, that's not what I wanted. How do I... Oh, whatever. It'll work. It was like empty spaces at the end of the line. So we're going to create the pull request. That's going to fire up this. Oh, you've got to. Okay. Let's go on full screen. Send that over there. Somewhere I have that. Oh, good. I do have it there. And then I probably could have used like trim. It was just easier to go through like the 5 lines that had like comma space on the end of it. And... okay. I feel like... huh. That might be a Firefox thing. Okay. So, see, so I had 28, but I think it's because PS module development technically isn't supported on Linux. It might not even be supported on PowerShell Core. So my tests locally aren't always going to work. In VSTS though, so like these ones I expect, I need to set them as UTF-8. But like so I don't actually have 28 errors. If I go to tests, we will see that I actually only have 5 failing tests. And it's that, so we don't have UTF with byte order marking. I think they're just UTF-8, not UTF-8 with BOM. And then set translation pattern should process is what it's complaining about here. So those are easy enough to fix, I think. But why is... I'll have to look at the test to figure out why it's complaining. Oh. With other stuff. This is what it's complaining about. It needs it. So what the examples are supposed to have is your code, like your set dash translation pattern dash translation pattern blah 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 blah, and then a brief description of what it's doing. That's what the PSF project scaffolding expects and requires. So, if we go that. I like that. There is a... Yeah, basically. I have to get used to using GCI instead of LS, because LS on Linux is not the same as LS on Windows. Just putting that out there. Recurse type PSMD encoding. Encoding get... I don't like that it changed a whole bunch. Functions star trans star. Yeah, basically that a lot of the bash commands that were aliased were unaliased in PowerShell core on Linux. At least that's my understanding. Oh, case sensitivity. Set PSMD encoding, but that's not case sensitive. You'll notice. I think it is the I don't know, EFS3. Is that what I'm running? I don't even know what. Yeah. Oh, ext4. ext, yeah. See? You think it should be like translation pattern? Imagine my troubles trying to find in the documentation. In the documentation, I'm trying to find it, and so I'm looking for like translation. And it's like, nope, there's no such thing as translation. BTRFS? I feel like I've heard of that before. Is that a blockchain-based file system? UTF-8. I don't get it. Oh, is that what I missed? Git commit-am modern copy on write file system for Linux. I'm playing while also focusing on fault tolerance, repair, and easy administration. Seems reasonable. Get push. Well, that's how I could have done that. Okay. I'll just do it this way. Oh, come on. You know you want to... Oh. So one of the things that I've noticed is that it doesn't always kick off... doesn't always kick off a build until you go here.
Rory, do you think you could get off the computer, please, and shovel our sidewalks so someone doesn't fall and hurt themselves and we get sued?
Wrong one. And then other times it just doesn't deal with it at all. When expected. Let's go back to the pipe. Okay. Okay, so then we'll just rebuild that one. That should be... Oh. Oh, I can't remember what the key combination is. There we go. So, how many of them failed this time around?